So this bitch is packed this morning. All the cables are taken up, so we're going to start with some airtime flies over here. Yeah, you love to see it. Everybody's in here getting active fucking early as shit. These boys got that dog in them. These people don't have time to say they're sad or depressed or make excuses. These people get it. 5 a.m.ers go hard. And it's crazy too. You would think these people would have the biggest egos and shit because they get in here and do stuff that's, you know, hard, uncomfortable, and they're like, oh, I'm tough. These people in here that come in early to the gym are so humble and fucking nice and will talk to you about whatever and give you good advice. And then those 4 p.m.ers, they're the cocky ones and aren't very nice, is what I've realized. Yeah, so if you want to meet some good people, wake up earlier, get in the gym early. Yeah, so I think it's imperative that you always warm up good before you're trying to lift too heavy. Because we're in this for longevity. We don't want to come in here and rip our fucking titties in the first set of incline bench. So it's good to hit some, get the shoulders warm, get the rotator cuffs going. Come in here, stretch them a little bit, get a little blood flow going before you start pressing too hard. I'm reading this book right now. It's called You Owe You. Right? That's a good one, isn't it? You Owe Yourself. It's by Eric Thomas, motivational speaker from Detroit. He talks a lot about his life and how he came from dog shit, was homeless, and high school dropout to #1 motivational speaker in the world. So you got to think that's a pretty cool story. I don't know that that's exactly what I'll be doing, but that is definitely some influence to me. That no matter where you come from in life, you can still get that shit if you do the right steps and the right, activities day in and day out. You can do whatever you want in this life. It just takes some serious dedication, serious time, serious effort, and you can accomplish whatever the fuck you want. It might take a little bit. Like I've said before, it's a process. And you gotta really trust the process, enjoy it, and just participate in the process day in and day out. And eventually you'll get what you want. So I recommend that book to anybody who's trying to get better. You Owe You by Eric Thomas. It's a good one. I think I'm gonna hit 2 or 3 more sets of this, and we're gonna go have some fun on the incline. So while the music's quiet right now, I'm pretty sure if I use most of this video I've taken so far, I'm gonna get copyrighted. So just enjoy all these sets to fucking fail.
Give it to me like
So I'm going to try to hide this mic from the music coming that way as much as possible. So one thing I was just kind of thinking about is, I think behind your biggest fears, right? Think about your biggest fear, right? Like what you're afraid to do, maybe something you might think you should do, but you're afraid to. Behind your biggest fears in life come the most reward, I think. Right? Because, imagine you're afraid. This is just a weird example that probably doesn't, have to do with goals, but like just an example. If you're afraid to skydive, you're afraid to jump out of that plane, By the time you just send it, or you get jumped, like you're on the back of that dude and he jumps off and you fucking see you, and you just did the fear that you were afraid of, by the time you land safe and sound so you don't smack on the ground like a pancake, that's probably the coolest life experience you're going to have. So for me, I was afraid to get behind a camera. Like, I hate talking to the camera. I was just taking pictures, texting long-ass paragraphs, Twitter fingers, trying to send a message across. And I was like, no, but I need to talk to these people. I need to show them, me, introduce them to me, get behind this camera, video myself talking, and attack my biggest fear. And through that, I believe this is where my success is going to be in life. I'm going to try to spread my positivity, spread my, the motivation I have, the discipline, the little things it takes in life to have a great life. Because as a man, nobody cares if you're sad. No one cares if you're depressed. Nobody cares about any of that shit. Your job as a man is to do the things you have to do in life. And I feel like this is something I have to do. And this is my biggest fear. And I'm attacking it, right? And I'm going to keep attacking it. And I'm just going to do nothing but get better and better. That's the same thing you got to do. I don't know what your fear is. I don't know what you're afraid to do. I don't know what you're avoiding. My message to you is attack it. And attack it hard. And attack it with everything you got. All day, every day. And keep moving forward. With that being said, I'm about to hit my last cable fly set. Then I'm going to do a pec deck. And then I might hit a little bit more shoulders. Probably not going to hit triceps today. I'm probably going to make an arm day tomorrow. And then I'm going to catch you guys in the car. I don't know if I'm going to video anymore after this. This might be the last thing I video. But either way, like I said, attack what you need to attack, afraid or not, overcome your fears. And don't be that guy that hides behind everything he's afraid of. As men, and as a strong female, we're supposed to attack that shit. So, get after it. Let's attack it. And I'm going to hit this set real quick. I hope this music isn't going to get me copyrighted. As twice out of 3 videos. Oh, baby. That chest day was whack. That was a good one. I went to failure like 15 times. I got a serious chest pump going. My shoulder veins are increasing. That's a W. Anyways, I just got done making an outro to my last video because I'm a dummy and I forgot to do it the day of. What a bad YouTuber, man. We're making the adjustment, trial and error, baby. It's all good. We're going to learn from our mistakes and we're going to get better and better every day. If you're not better than you were yesterday, you ain't doing something right. And that reminds me. People always if I hear someone tell me, Connor, you've changed. Connor, you've changed. Well, what does change mean? If I'm heading in the right direction, that means I'm getting better. People don't want you to change because people like to stay in the same thing. They like to repeat the patterns they've been repeating. Change is not a bad thing, bro. Change is only a bad thing to people who want you to stay on their level. Fuck that. Past that shit. We're going to a new level. And then tomorrow we're going to get to a new level. And then the next day we're going to get to a new level, right? So every single day, work on becoming better. And guess what? If you're becoming better, then you were different than yesterday, which means change. Change isn't bad. Change is a good thing. I'm telling you, change is not a bad thing. Like people like to, you've changed. Yeah, bro. I'm getting better out here, son. Time for you to change, big dog. Time for you to change, homie. Do something good today. Do something good for your soul. Compliment somebody. Pick up a piece of trash. Do some random shit that's not normally something you would do. Just to build a little bit of, development in your soul and in your character. Start doing little things every day that's going to make you feel like, dang, I'm not a bad person. I'm pretty freaking cool, So, if there's anything that's restricting you in this life, friction that's making things harder than what it should be, my recommendation is, it's probably going to suck to remove that thing. It's probably going to be uncomfortable, but remove all the friction in your life. Make your life as easy as possible to do the things you need to, right? So I like to think about this, right? This is a little scientific fact too. If you write down your goals night before, or write down your morning, like what are you going to do in the morning, the night before, right? Like say on Christmas, if you have a like on Christmas, right? You know what's going on in the morning. You're like, oh shit, it's present time. Your ass is up at 4 a.m. Well, dude, you see how you were able to convince your mind to get up early as shit because you're excited. You're ready to open those presents. Life's full of presents, bruh. If you wake up every day and you get after it, eventually you're going to get some biceps. Eventually you're going to get some back muscles, some legs. You're going to grow some tree trunks. You're going to grow some freaking pec muscles. That's the presence of getting up and grinding every day. If you're getting up and using your brain to become better, to learn more, that's a present. Knowledge is a present. So if you can write down your goals, right? And then know the next day, the next morning, I'm waking up and I'm doing this. Trick your mind to think, okay, that's my present. Wake up excited for it, baby. Don't wake up like I need to. You don't want to be the person that's fighting with your mind all the time, right? If you're fighting with your mind, it's going to be tough, and you're gonna eventually burn out, and eventually it's not going to work. You're going to give up. If you can change one word in a sentence, right? Saying I need to go to the gym to, man, I get to go to the gym in the morning. Let's go. God gave me 2 legs that I can use, and if not, gave me a wheelchair to wheel my ass in there, then bang, you get to go. Everybody gets to go. Everybody gets to wake up, and unless you die, that's not good in your sleep. You can die in your sleep, and guess what? Then you're going to wish you got to, right? So if you change one word in a sentence, that's why you got to be very conscientious about the words you say and how every little word does matter. The self-talk matters. So it's not I need to go to the gym. It's I get to go to the gym. And that makes it so much easier for your mind to be like, all right, cool, let's go. You don't want to make it seem like it's something you have to go do, even though it is, right? But you get to go do it. You get to go do these things. And I think that makes a big difference in the way that, well, hey there, she just peeked me and was like, what is he doing? So watch how you talk to yourself. The words are important that you say to yourself, and I think that's a big thing people don't think about. A lot of people just go on, say all these crazy words, and like your mind can't tell. Like if you're joking, even if you're joking about stuff, like you're talking bad about yourself, your mind can't tell the difference between a joke and if you're being serious. So I didn't know I was going to be this crazy get after it man, but I told myself I was going to be over and over and over again, even though it felt like I was lying to myself. It really did. I didn't believe myself at first, but I kept telling myself. And 6-7 months later, I'm this new freaking person, all because the self-talk, the way I was talking to myself, I got myself excited for it. You can trick your mind, right? You can trick your mind to think that you're going to do these things, and if you just take action towards these things that you're lying to yourself about, whoa, now it's not a lie anymore. Imagine that. Imagine freaking that. We done did it, guys. So I want you guys to just be able to get up every single day, talk to yourself how you're supposed to talk to yourself, have confidence in the person that you are, and just keep progressing forward. Every day is about you getting better and better and better. And if you're not, God's not going to be too pleased with you. He wants you, God created this beautiful earth so that you can experience it. So if you're wasting all your time, He's not just going to give you stuff. He's not going to throw shit at you like, oh, here, now you get to do this. No, you have to create that window of opportunity. You know what I mean? You got to create that window right there. Unless you were born into a wealthy family, which if you were, then good for you. Well, I wasn't, and there's a lot of people who weren't, okay? So you have to get that shit out the mud. You have to turn the mud into some gravy, all right? And put that shit on your potatoes and eat it every day. Anyways, we got a haircut today. I might throw a little video in there with that. If not, I hope you guys, gain some new knowledge from me today and, ways to trick your mind, because that's really what it's all about. You got to convince your mind that it's time to change. And it's not that, oh, I need to change. It's, I get to change. I get to have an opportunity to become better today than I was yesterday. And that's what it's all about. Progressing every day forward to the new and better you. And if you're not, I personally just don't believe that's the move. I think we always should want to change, and change isn't bad. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day and good night whenever this video gets posted, whatever the time being. I hope your day was good. I hope it's going to be good, right? Hydrate up, get some water in you, because I know you got done grinding today. And if not, tomorrow, write it down. Tomorrow's a start. Tomorrow's a start to this journey I'm about to go on, right? Because life's all about the journey. It's not about sitting and scrolling on your phone or sleeping in, or you can play a video game sometimes if that's what you like to do. Set times for it though. Don't just be on freaking autopilot mode where you're it's time to get on the game with the boys and play for 6 hours. That's a little waste, bro. Set an hour where you can do this, do that, whatever you like to do, but don't do it all day. Don't stay comfortable all day. You're going to get in the habit of doing things that are comfortable all day. And right, you don't change in comfort, right? Pressure yourself. Coal turns into diamonds whenever a pressure is applied. So get to doing it, man. Hope you guys have a good day. Maybe I'll catch you later. Maybe I won't. Anywho, sayonara. Boink. Old Wilbur's haircut salon, right? I'm about to do a little freaking transition. In 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Wilbur. Pump after fucking 2.